Ryan Oberholicki.
Caitlin Childress.
Say again?
Caitlin Childress.
Okay. Now,
Yes, this couple's back again in front of Judge Simpson. They're harder to get rid of than black mold. Will we get a conclusion to this case? I surely hope so.
where are we on this, folks?
Your Honor, on December 31st, Your Honor, set this again for today for essentially a status conference, I would call it, where there was, it was brought to the court's attention that the property was uninhabitable, using that term in a general sense, and that Miss Childress and her two children should attempt to vacate the property sooner than the 30-day notice. And that's where we left it. I don't have any other information.
Okay, and I think we gave you the information to Hawk and other things. What happened?
Me and the kids are staying next door.
Pardon?
Me and my kids are staying next door with the neighbor. My son's finishing out this week, and then my mom's getting me a truck. She couldn't get it until this week. So, I mean, by the end of the week, all the stuff should be out. I called Hawk, but their appointments are scheduled out until April. And then she emailed me a list of things to get a hold of. So,
Of places to get a hold of to do that. All right. So, Mr. Licky, you're out of the premises. Is that correct?
For the most part, I was just staying there temporarily, just helping her pack. That's it. But I'm my mom pretty much, so.
Okay. And your mom's getting you a truck. And then that's supposed to happen Friday, you said?
yeah, by this week. She
Right.
works, she's off Sundays and Mondays. So if I have to be able to get out there earlier in the day before she goes to work. So we're still trying to figure out which day is going to work for her, for me to get a ride down there to get the truck.
Okay. And
Pause for a second here. This isn't just clerical error. This is classic fraud red flag territory. A company with no office, no assets, yet receiving taxpayer money? That's a huge system loophole begging for scrutiny.
Probably within about a week and a half. Yeah, everything should be out, removed
week
completely.
and a half of today, from today, or?
Yeah, from today, about a week and a half.
Ma'am, do you agree with that timeline? You think so? So by the 23rd? And if the property is vacated by the 23rd, then you guys are not going to have an issue with it going back to the landlord.
No.
Okay. That actually may work then. If you can try to do it by the 22nd, it would be appreciated. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to then adjourn this matter to February 23rd. At what time of day? I'll just put them into a regular block.
And Your Honor, would you like to discuss the counterclaim and that sort of stuff today, or?
Yeah, let me get to that. 2 p.m. So it'll be February 23rd, 2024 at 2 p.m. All right. Now, as to the counterclaims that you have, what do you intend on doing with those?
I'd still like to pursue it because it's pretty serious still.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Since we're really at a final settlement conference stage, have you entered into any discussions with them about that?
I've had communications, but they don't really agree with any of it.
Well, let me ask this. Who owns the trailer?
Your Honor, the plaintiff owns the trailer and the land, the lot and the trailer.
Okay. So have you made any demand about what you want from them?
Yeah,
Is that correct, counsel?
I'm sorry, has he made a demand?
Yeah.
Well, he has filed an answer with a counterclaim, and attached, it's not in. There was an email which listed the money
Okay.
damages, and it essentially comprised one half I would call ruined property, and the other half would be kind of a tort claim, a claim saying that the plaintiff brought this moldy situation upon them and it damaged him, Miss Childress, and the two children, and made a prayer for relief of approximately $50,000. It's not, I don't know what the court's record looks like, but it was not listed in the what I believe to be the filed supplemental answers to complaint, affirmative defenses, and counterclaim. I don't believe that there was a prayer for relief. Not a specific prayer for relief in that document.
Are there photos of these items you're claiming are damaged?
there's not photos of the specific items, but just from the mold specialist, he told us anything wood, stuffed animals, toys, plastics, anything that it was.
I understand that part. I'm just saying,
I don't have pictures of like the dresser and stuff like that. I mean, I have pictures of like the carpet and.
let me ask you this. If I were to decide this, how do I know these items that you listed existed?
I mean, it's not really. I mean, it's really just like stuffed animals, toys. A dresser is like the only furniture
I
item.
understand what you're telling me. How do I know they existed?
I get you. I get you.
Okay, so we have an answer to that.
I mean, I could preside pictures on the return court date if needed, but yeah, I didn't know. I wasn't thinking on that part.
I mean, you've attached a value to these items.
Right.
How'd you come up with those values?
Pretty much I just went like on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, and it's very reasonable. I pretty much just got like the median of what it would cost to replace it. Like even a dresser, I've only claimed like $60. I mean, you can get a dresser for $60. I mean, I don't need, a $300 one or nothing like that.
Well, understand that if you're claiming that the plaintiff caused the damage, what you're going to be entitled to is really the value of the property destroyed. Okay. And so I think the thing you need to think about is this, that if you had a dresser that, let's say, is 10 years old, right? It's not going to have a whole lot of value to it, right?
Right.
Furniture typically doesn't have a whole lot of value once it's used. I see on your list that there's carpet. Well, Was that a rug or was it carpeting that was down in the premises?
It's brand new carpet that we laid when we first moved in and the padding underneath. It was just in that one room.
Okay. So how many years has the carpet been there?
Probably just about a year.
How much did you pay for the carpet?
I don't have a receipt, but I attached a photo of the same carpet
I
from,
see it. But
it ran me probably about $400-ish.
what's the total amount you're asking for?
From the damage claims or the whole thing.
The whole thing.
It came out to about roughly like 48,000-ish.
And how much of that is damages?
I'd probably say about around 1,500 if I recall properly. I'm not 100%.
1,500 in damages. The rest of it is what?
Mainly pertains to health issues, the environment we were in. I mean, it could have caused some serious issues. We were trying to get mold tested as well, but according to them, if the kids
Okay.
came,
Here's one of the things you're gonna have to look at. At some point, you know that mold is there, right?
correct.
And so at that point that you realize that there's something there, you can't just sit there.
Oh no! Once we noticed the mold, we've been trying to move honestly for months now. It's just because with me being self-employed and like the requirements of places, it's
Okay, but you can't just sit there and have damages increase.
I agree with that. That's why I made the landlord.
Because it's the law. You have to mitigate those damages.